This week's topic for the Muna Monday class was the Foundation of Shabbat. So I had like multiple people at first ask like what is it's not really on the topic of like a Muna, and I was like, no, like depends on how you look at it, because the way I look at it is like Shabbat is completely a Muna. It's a Muna based 1,000%, to the point where like if a person isn't keeping Shabbat or struggling with Shabbat, it's not something to like beat themselves up about or try to like scare them into keeping Shabbat. Like, oh, these punishments and blah 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 blah. I don't think that's necessary at all. I think it's established the root of it, and the root is the connection to Hashem. The fact is they don't connect. They're lacking that connection to Hashem, trusting Him and trusting that He's going to provide, because Hashem literally commands us to take a day off every week. It's kind of like, you never think you're gonna like question somebody giving you a day off. You know, it's like, oh, you get a day off today. It's like, no, I want to work today. It's like, yeah, but I'm telling you right now, you're not gonna move forward and you're not gonna fall backwards in anything you're doing by keeping Shabbat. Like, that's literally what Shabbat is. But yet we still struggle on it. It's just like you have to like simplify it. I feel like all we have to do is just simplify it to make it a lot simpler for people to understand what Shabbat is. People think like, oh, I slacked off during the week, I'm gonna catch up on the weekend, Saturday or something. But the fact is, you're not catching up. You're not catching up on anything, and you're not falling back either. Let's say you missed out, you slacked off during the week. By you taking Shabbat, that's not like, oh, I'm slacking off an extra day because I took my Shabbat on Monday or something. It's not how it works. So that day is designated to like, you won't move forward and you won't move back. So you might as well just take the break. Take the break, connect to Hashem. It's like, take the moment to like really appreciate Hashem and what He's doing for you every single day. And it's like a really big like factor is so many people get burnt out through jobs, school, relationships. It's like, worship Hashem properly and like take Shabbat in the right way, and you'll see like everything will just start falling into place. Even though like it doesn't make sense, it doesn't have to make sense. Like, Hashem is not bound by logic at all. Like, a lot of things in this world don't make sense. Like we can't comprehend it, but like it's not even a big deal for Hashem. Hashem, it's nothing. Like, people taking full days off and not working, not doing anything, and yet somehow they win the lotto. It's like, if you're gonna be wealthy, God's gonna make you wealthy. It's gonna happen. So don't stress on it. Don't be like, oh, I didn't go to work this day, so I have to catch up on Shabbat. Like, no, take the day off. The Shabbat is Shabbat. Okay, you took your Shabbat, let's say on Monday. That's not how it works. Shabbat doesn't change. The day doesn't change. The holidays, let's say, Hanukkah is a different time every day. It can be on a Monday, it could be on a Tuesday, it could be on Wednesday. Everybody's days are different, but Shabbat is like one thing, it does not change. It's every single Saturday, every single week, every single year. Nothing changes. So it's like that day is designated to trusting in Hashem. Trust the fact that everything's going to be taken care of. It's not like, oh, I make all my money on Saturday. The job's offering me, it's a sick job, this and that, but I have to work on Saturday. I'm telling you, it's a test. It's an obstacle. Trust in Hashem, and you're going to see, like, right when you least expect it, right when all of it doesn't make sense, when you have every right to turn your back on God, but you stick with it, you'll see how everything just starts aligning. And it's just tests. It's tests. Non-stop tests. And we already went through the whole concept of tests and how, like, don't get bummed out on them. They're a good thing. They're literally there to help you grow. And Shabbat is, I think, a really good way. I'm not going to say it's easy, because it's not easy. It's not easy, especially being new to it. But once you get the hang of Shabbat, it's honestly amazing. It's like you look forward to Shabbat, especially working like a full week, and then to have Saturday off. It's like, wow, I needed that. I needed that recharge. It's a spiritual recharge as well as a physical as well. Just taking the break. I think it's extremely important, and you got to start somewhere. I'm saying, like, if you don't keep Shabbat, try to keep a Friday night. Go for a meal or something. Try to keep a Friday night. I'm saying, like, it's not an all or nothing. I think a lot of people comprehend it as like an all or nothing. Like, you know, if I broke Shabbat, I'm done. I'm done. You might as well just keep watching TV or do this or be on my phone. I don't think that's true. I think restart it, start it over. Be like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna do the rest of it. My bad. I messed up. And slowly, you taking on these one little things here and there, short. It's gonna grow into something huge. You can't even understand how massive it's gonna like just go all over. Like, you're gonna, next thing you know, you're learning Torah about this, you're preaching it, you're telling it to people, you're like actually getting so involved with it. And it all started from like that little one. You decided to wake up and just be like, oh, thank you, Hashem. Or you decided to wake up and just acknowledge the fact, like, wow, it's such a nice day outside. That's God. You know, like, just acknowledge God, and you'll see like how many things just come nonstop. Like, the blessings just keep coming. Obviously, the bigger the vessel, the more the blessings. So you just keep making yourself some good vessels by following the Torah, take on Shabbat, give charity, pray. You understand? You see what I'm saying? Like, all these little things are adding up to God will be able to fill them. If you have a bunch of vessels, Hashem will fill them nonstop. And like, that was like what this past conversation was about. It was like a lot of back and forth, a lot of like people bringing up some really valid points. But ultimately, the way I look at it, on like how to actually maintain Shabbat, is go slow and steady. Start at your own pace. You know, take on a Friday night, or you know, it's a lot easier for me. It was a lot easier going to people's houses for Shabbat, because it was just like, oh, they're keeping Shabbat. It's gonna go pretty simply. Just follow their lead. Like, surround yourself with people that are at a level you wish to like get to, and you'll realize next thing you know you're at that level, if not beyond that. So it's like your surroundings are important. So surround yourself with better people, with uplifting people, and yeah, you know, it's not always gonna be fun and games, but you'll have your fun and games. They'll come. But yeah, that was pretty much the class. It was really, really good, honestly. A lot of people walked out feeling like, you know, like, this is doable. You know, like, simplify things, and nothing's impossible. But yeah, see you guys.